very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease. Kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Play action on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He wants to throw it again. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Hurricanes are on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Hurricane! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Snags it quickly on the left. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Extra point here will tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this run.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, man.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Watkins. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown LSU! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's going to bring this one out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this...
It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Miami. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. That's reeled in. It's Brown. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. That's caught. It's Durham. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Well, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore.
There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of him, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Canes. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Lots of room to run. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Bauman. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got...
turf. Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time he's got his man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards throwing.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Making side adjustments here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
To the air, it's back. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that, but got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. He slings it deep to the left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Fires toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Berry. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On the direct snap, it's Berry. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high-percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. LSU right back to the line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Open space at the 25. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Offense changing the play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He breaks the tackle. And it's a fumble on the play. defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Fires to the wideout. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
On the direct snap, it's buried. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be...
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And that one will give them the lead. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Trying to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw, it's back. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll go to the air on second and short. Oh, they're after him, turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
The Canes in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The play action fake. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. With the catch, it's Watkins. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Moving out of the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just ice.
Touchdown, Miami! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Creates a little room. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say You should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Durham. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
On the snap, it's Durham. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's back. Makes the grab on the left. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's caught. Fights off the defender. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Fletcher. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Trying to beat the D deep. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no. He's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Nice grab in traffic. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a really good decision by the QB there. 3rd and short in the red zone. You know he was tempted, though, to try to force that football into a tight window. You want to move the sticks. You want to score a touchdown. But because you throw it away, you still have that opportunity if head coach decides to go for it here on 4th.
They're going for the touchdown here on 4th and goal in overtime. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they score first here in overtime. Aggressive decision here to go for 2 and try to really put some heat on. Looking to throw.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry here.
3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Quickly complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes. taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but not. He found as he stopped at the 23. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing.
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Manning. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab on the shot. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Throws for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Longhorn! First points of the day are on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gives it on the option. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Working on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got...
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
To the air, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback making checks. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, And down he goes at the 9.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Offense facing fourth down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nice job by the QBs sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense.
There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Across the 50-yard line on a huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Steps away. Touchdown, Texas! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you...
Turning it on! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grabs behind the line. It's Tate. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. You know they're feeling good about this drive. They picked up a couple of first downs. Now they've got it at the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Peoples. Pulled down for the tackle. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just all on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll start this drive going to the air. Sets up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. It's a running room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes the grab deep. Touchdown!
defense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Sayin. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking downfield very late in the half. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different running plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the feet. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Offense in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. That's one of those throws. He tries tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas! Texas fighting him through the air and on the ground. Reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The sure hands. It's Wingo. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an...
There he goes. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Tempo and overdrive. He might want another play. Back to pass. It's Manning. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 45. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the ground. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hope for...
Turning it on! The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play.
Optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Now